And I usually make posts like this, and what I'm about to say is really heavy, but I feel inclined to say this. At this point, you can't convince me otherwise. I truly think that becoming a mother is a humiliation ritual. And I don't understand why people are doing it. I saw a post today online saying that they're taking away soda and candy from food stamps. I was thinking to myself, like, first of all, most people that get food stamps work. There's a work requirement to even get food stamps. I think it's like 70% of people work. So people are basically just taking from a system they're paying into, right? Like where their taxes are going. But I was also thinking about like the elderly. So what, like an old person that takes probably 10 different pills a day can't buy ginger ale now to settle their stomach? Or like the single mom who has a birthday party can't buy her kids like soda and candy for their birthday now? And there was a bunch of parents, especially women, on there saying, take away chips and cereal too. Moms. Like,
So wait. I just want to make sure that we all on the same page. She's saying that it's a humiliation ritual that we're not willing to feed children that then depend on government assistance from taxpayers, especially ones that have never tapped into the system to leverage it in order to make sure that they feed their children, especially for ones that are having children out of wedlock, especially for ones that then depend on it for their entire lives. And a lot of them don't actually go to work and they do get SNAP benefits. And a lot of times they also have more children in order to keep themselves on it. A lot of them actually sell their SNAP benefits and they sell them two for one in order to get the money from it so that they can go and do what they want to do. And so now it's a humiliation ritual for single parents or single mothers to not be able to feed their children soda, candy, trash, junk food, chips, the worst thing for you, which we know that disproportionately people that don't have a lot of resources and that depend on government assistance often at time have the worst health, which we then as a system continue to keep them in a cycle to where we have to take care of them as taxpayers. That's a humiliation. Never mind the fact that you shouldn't be having children if you can't afford to have children. Never mind the fact that a lot of people are having children out of wedlock. Yo, just it's a humiliation ritual. You should be able to do what you want to do with taxpayer dollars. This is the times that we live in, y'all. We are so delusional because most of the mothers that I know, and maybe it's just that I am around a higher quality of people as far as how it is that they determine whether or not they want to have children or not. Most of the people that I know that have children actually have them within wedlock. They have either the father is working and the mother is staying home, and at least until the children become old enough to be able to go to school full time, and then the mother figure out whatever it is her purpose is, or she works with the father in order to whatever, right? Depending on how many kids they got, or she works, he works, and then they both pour into their children, and they don't depend on the federal government and tend to make sure that their children eat their fruits and vegetables and they can cook from scratch, or they have a community of people that then work with their children and mothers and all of that in order to make sure that the children are straight. So I'm trying to understand because I was waiting for the kicker, and maybe she's gonna hit us with the kicker, but I'm trying to understand how is it a humiliation ritual to forbid people from buying the worst things on the shelf with no nutritional value whatsoever. And if you want to have a grand birthday party where you're feeding everybody, then maybe you should either tap into the father or you should use your own resources or something like that. But when did it become taxpayer responsibility to make sure that your kid have chips, candy, soda, and pop? And why are people using this as the thing that they're fighting? Why is this a big deal? It makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, now they're saying, listen, and hey, do us a favor by not having children that you can't take care of. Wow, that's gonna really, that's gonna blow our mind. That's gonna really kick our ass on that one. They're telling you that you shouldn't even consider having children because the culture is going to ruin how your children are able to use junk food and SNAP benefits and whether they can get ginger ale to settle their stomach. Got it. Let's get the rest of this out.
Everyone is playing into this humiliation ritual of women. Like, even other women and moms, like, they want you to have the bare minimum if you're poor. And even then, like, why? I don't understand why anybody would want to have kids in today's society. This is the thing that people don't understand. Like, every single person on this planet, unless you have an unexpected death, is going to become disabled. You are going to become disabled someday. It's just a matter of when. You could be 17, you could be 25, you could be 30, you could be 80. One day you will be disabled. One day you'll be disabled and you'll need food stamps. And you'll need this and that and the third.
What the? Are they giving anybody phones? Let me tell you something, bro. And I'm going to just tell you definitively right here, right now. I will never need food stamps in my life. I will never need food. My daughter will never need food stamps in her life. And it ain't that I'm too good for it. And it's not that I look down upon it, because I think that it is a great bridge for people that use it and get up off it and don't depend on it and wants to do better for themselves. But let me be clear. I can be very intentional. I can be very, very responsible with my resources. I can invest in myself. I can make great fiscal decisions, and I can live within my means. No, I'm not. And everybody does not need food stamps. And I don't know what environment that y'all was raised in that y'all believed that everybody on this entire earth at some point is going to need. There's places in the world that don't even have food stamps. Like, go and visit some of these places. They don't have that everywhere. And so they want us all to be in the same boat, and we not, bro. We responsible human beings. And just because I come from the hood and just because I come from an environment where that was the norm, that was not how I was raised. That's not what my father and my mother was about. That's not what my family is about. And that's not what I'm going to be about. And that's not what my daughter is going to be about.
Or your kid might be born disabled. Like, why would you ever want to bring a child into this? Why? Why do we convince people that it's a good idea? Like, why do we pretend like we are humiliating women and children? And we act like we protect them, and like, all we don't. Things are different now. Things are weird now. Dudes don't even get up out of their seats for pregnant women on trains. Do you see the way pregnant women are treated? Pregnant women are more likely to be killed when they're pregnant than any other time. Like, the person most likely to kill you if you're a woman is your husband. Why would you ever tell women to do this? Why would you do this? To have a kid? So that they can live in this world? I don't understand it. Like, these people want you to have kids because they want to humiliate you. And the worst part is, most of them don't even know that that's what they're doing. It's subconscious. It's so trained into our society to humiliate women and mothers. I love women and mothers so much that I'm telling you to not have kids anymore. Because these people are preying on your downfall.
My daughter just came downstairs with her big head right now, and we've been playing and going back and forth with each other. Make sure you get your glasses too. And I've been sitting there telling her, because she's hanging out with her friends today, and I said, hey, make sure you get your glasses, make sure you wear your Apple Watch, ensure that it's charged. Do you need any money? I will tell you that personally, as a father, and I think I can speak for her mother, who's my wife, and I've been married for 21 years. I will tell you that personally has probably been the most, and I can't think of anything in my entire life that has been better and more joyous. So funny that she just so happened to come down here at this particular time. It has been the greatest 17 years of my life to see my daughter grow up, to go to her taekwondo competitions, to be able to see her and look at every time she wins a medal, literally. I'm looking at him right now. Every time she wins a medal, she brings it to me, and she literally has hundreds of gold medals. You know, AAU, right? That was this year. Junior Olympic Games, literally. It's been one of the best things ever. 2025 National Championship just came from California and going to that, right? It's been one of the greatest, I mean, better than anything that I've ever done myself. To be able to serve, to be able to raise a responsible human being, an adult that knows how to speak properly and at the same time will never know poverty because, it is the responsibility of the parents because the children are the ones that pay for the sins of the father and the mother. It is the greatest thing that has ever happened to me. And so, for anybody to tell you that you should not have children, they should change their rhetoric because they don't know, or they should remove themselves from having that conversation because the greatest thing is to have children that you can take care of, afford, and that you truly love. That you'll do anything for them and to raise them properly. That's the way to do it. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to go through stuff. It doesn't mean that you can't possibly go broke. When my daughter was born, she was born in 2008 in Detroit, and so the toughest time of my life, but I just made up in our minds. We made up in our minds that we're always going to pour into her and we're going to do everything we can to ensure that she has everything she needs. And it's been a great time. Y'all let me know what y'all thoughts are. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon link is in the description. I always like to give credit to the content creator because it's the right thing to do, regardless of whether I agree or not. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. Peace.